Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Hollist here at the Sebel, Parramatta at the Culture Shock event once again, and I'm speaking to a gorgeous woman, Chase Masterson, and who played LEETA on DS9 for 5 years, if I remember rightly.
Yes, I did.
How was that? Did you enjoy the time, the 5 years that you were there? I noticed that you played a very, very intriguing part, a lady within Quark's Club.
Yes, I did. Dabo Girl.
Your part within the show, give us an idea of what you did and how that show went for you.
I had a blast with it. It was a fun role to play. Dabo Girl, who was also a Bajoran.
Bajoran,
the
yes.
Bajorans are the spiritual race in Deep Space Nine, and they're spiritual and disciplined and on the quiet side.
Yes.
And Dabo Girls are fun. We're the casino girls of space.
Yes,
and so it was fun to have that kind of play, the duality of those things together in one role. I married the Ferengi Rom, of course,
Yes.
and he was the guy that was only pretty on the inside, and he was lovely and beautiful, and it was a great relationship for LEETA and Rom to have because it talked about values and the kinds of things that are important in a person, and I thought it was a very Star Trek message, and I think that's part of the reason that the character was so popular.
Yes, yes.
And we had a great run.
I noticed
Still are.
Still are, yes, indeed. In one episode, you had going out on a date or having romantic interludes with Robert Picardo.
There was a one episode where
Yeah.
Robert Picardo, Bob, came over.
Yeah.
It was called Dr. Bashir, I presume, and it was really fun because I love Bob Picardo. We all do, and
It's
we had a
fantastic,
good
yeah.
time with it. He was going to give LEETA her own cafe because
Yes.
Rom would not profess his love, and yet
Yes.
Rom came through at the last minute, and Bob Picardo ended up going off on the shuttlecraft with someone else. So
Yes.
all's well that ends well.
Yes. Ferengi, if I remember rightly, you've got to massage their ears correctly. Is that correct?
Well, they do that, yes. I don't generally, talk about such things on the air. You know how shy I am.
Yes.
But yes, Umox it's called.
Umax, is
Yes,
it?
yes.
Okay, because I remember on many of the shows, whether it been Generations and so forth, where they're laying back and they're always getting a massage, but it's the girls are in their back, they're massaging their ears. It's the lobes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It's something to do with just a shoulder massage, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a shoulder massage.
Wait,
Make
what
you feel
now?
better.
No. I don't, anyway.
You applied originally for Jake's Cisco's as his girlfriend. Is that correct?
I didn't apply.
Well,
I auditioned.
you auditioned for
I
that
auditioned,
position.
yes. And
You didn't get that part, but they wrote a part specifically
yeah,
for
they
you.
wrote the role of LEETA for me, and it was a huge, incredible treat and
It
a
was.
blessing. And yeah, it was really great. It was fun because it was another Bajoran Dabo girl, and it was also fun because I knew the show was incredibly quality. It was a well-loved show internationally, and I knew that conventions would bring me to a lot of great places to meet the people that make it possible, which are the fans.
Yeah, all the way down here and down under good old Australia.
Can you believe?
Yes, it's fantastic. You like the country so far? Have you
I
been here
love
before,
it. It's
have
so
you?
beautiful.
It's-
I'm thrilled. Yeah, I love it here.
If you ever get a chance, just coming for a holiday here to Australia, go out to places like Alice Springs, out bush, out to the really rural areas, and you'll find a completely different lot of people out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm from the bush myself,
Okay.
and we're very, very straightforward, down to earth, and you'll find the culture difference is quite substantial between the city people and the bush people. So if you ever get a chance,
Well, you guys
get
are
out
pretty
there.
down to earth in the city, so I don't know. The bush people must be really down to earth.
We are absolutely laid back completely. Our accents are a lot more stronger. When I go back home, I'm from Queensland originally, but when I go back home, and if I come back to Sydney, hanging around with my father, and my grandfather unfortunately has passed away now, but hanging around with both of them, I come back and people go, "How are you, man?" "Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you? It's good to see you again." My persona has come back down to earth, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah.
So the type of people between the city and the bush we're really, really laid back.
Okay.
So if you ever get a chance to
I will
go
let
down.
you know if I do.
Yeah, it'd be
Absolutely. Sounds like
fantastic.
fun.
Now, you were voted world's sexiest woman. One
Not
of 50.
world's.
Well, I think you're probably the world's sexiest.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And one of the world's sexiest aliens.
It was top 50 in Femme Fatale magazine and top 10 in
Top 10.
by AOL, top 10 sexy aliens on television.
You can't complain with that within the top 10.
Kind of funny, huh?
Well, it's a great honour for you, isn't it? Yeah, when
Thank
do that.
you.
Thank
you.
I can see that. You've got a gorgeous smile. Actually, your eyes radiate when you smile. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
It's one of the things I really do look for. I love looking into people's eyes and having a look at them and seeing what they are. And I get a lot of information from people's eyes.
Information is a good way to put it.
Yes. I don't know. It's just the warmth that people give from their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the old saying is the windows to people's soul
Yeah.
is through their eyes.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at everything like that.
Well, thank you.
You're most welcome indeed. But look, it's absolute pleasure having you here today.
Thank you.
And I do hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
I'm having a wonderful
Convention.
time. Thank you so much, Sydney, for having us. I love your people and your country, and everything that there is here it's just so refreshing. It's a blessing. Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure indeed.
you.
Thank you very much for
All
being
right.
with us
God
today.
bless you.
Take care.
Be well. Thank you.
too.
Thanks, everybody.
No worries.